Hey everybody, I'm Mike Green, the CEO here in Sunset Palm Roleplay. You can refer to me as Mr. Green. Today I'm going to be going over our CAD system in the law enforcement personnel perspective. So this video is going to be based on if you went through our CAD information tab in our main Discord, where you'll join the community, you'll set up a civilian character, and you'll go through all that. Once you have done that and you have your username remembered, saved somewhere, you will go to our emergency services Discord. You'll go to ESCAD request. You'll submit a request. So what that request is going to ask you is for your name, ping yourself, your department, just a quick abbreviation, your rank in that department, commander, assistant chief. If you're a National Guard, you can put your National Guard rank. Next is the date, today's date, and then your Sonoran username. Once you have that, you'll be, and please make sure it is bolded. So name, department, rank, date, and your username should be bolded, as it asks you to bold them. If you get a green check mark, you're approved. If you get an X, you're denied, mostly because of your format. And if you get a yellow check mark, it's because it's currently pending. Once it's pending, somebody will come in here and they'll add you to the police tab. Once it's approved, you can go ahead, and you shouldn't have to refresh, but you'll see civilian and you'll see police. You can click on police. We can go into here. We can go to this green button here to edit our identifier, change your call sign, change your name, what rank you are. You don't have to change your status. AOP you don't have to touch. Location you don't have to touch. What agency you're part of, and what department in that agency you're a part of. If you go to Blaine County, it's all just going to be BCSO. If you go to LSPD, you can pick which one you want to be in. So MRPD, this is the Davis station, this is the Vespucci station, and this is the Vinewood station. So moving on here, once you have that saved, you can switch identifiers as well between more than one person. You'll see 10-6, 10-7, 10-8, 10-97, 10-23, and your panic button. 10-6 is busy, 10-7 is unavailable, 10-8 is available, 10-97 is en route, and 10-23 is on scene. And then obviously your panic button is a 1099 officer in distress. You can click self-dispatch, self-clear, create call, and auto status. You'll also see paste, add note, lookup, and records. Up here in the top right is going to be the current date and time. You guys will not have self-dispatch available, but if you do, you can edit a dispatch call to your liking. Supervisors will be able to do this, and you can change it all through here, priority and whatnot. You can add units. You can make a primary unit. That's your track unit GPS there, but you can add a primary unit and whatnot. So once you have that and you have it all filled out, you can click the save button, and then you'll be able to jot this down. So I have traffic stop saved. It's just a random block, random address, call origin, random postal, priority 1, traffic stop 1011, and call description. And here's our entire 10 codes from 1099 all the way up to 10-0 disappeared. So moving on, let's say you mark yourself 10-8, it'll change that blue. 10-7 will be red, 10-6 will be orange, 10-97 will be dark blue, 10-23 will be green, and your panic button
Panic unit 1K01.
will make
Panic
a
unit
large sound.
1K01. Panic
And
unit
then I have to
1K01. Panic unit 1K01.
go to the dispatch menu. There it is, and turn that off. Now you guys will not have access to this dispatch menu, but it's similar to this, so I can go call status, pending, priority, well actually, traffic stop. Fill it in. I can take Mike Green here, and I can drag him onto this, and I can create call. And now Mike Green is 1023 on a traffic stop at postal, status, and then his ID. So I can mark him 1097 en route. I can also mark him 10-8 and 10-7, 10-6. So we're going to say he's on scene. So now I can go back to our LEO portion of things. I apologize, my mouse has just died. So I can go back to our LEO portion of things.
New dispatch, undefined, 22, postal 205.
and it will read to me what happened. So this will read to me even if I am in 5M here. So this tells me all the information. I can add notes if I like. Um, Anything. Whoops, if I can type in it. And I'll add there. Every time you mark yourself something. Oh, I'm already on. There you go. It automatically adds a note. Now, a dispatcher will come in here and they'll be, you know, shots fired. Uh, Person detained. You know, and they'll add notes of what you're calling over radio about happening. They could switch it to a 1070 by typing 1070 and then switching this to a 1070. So, moving on from that, that is your calls. You can clear yourself from that call right here. Are you sure you'd like to detach from this call? You click detach, and you are now detached from that call. Yeah, so yours will look like this. You won't have clear self until you're on a call. Like, we'll just say this is a filled call. And then you can click self clear from that call. And you can close that. And now we can see records, plate search, identifier, and record ID. Every record will have a specific ID to it. Every name will have a specific name, first name, and middle initial. Every plate will be a different plate, and every identifier, um, whatever. So SAST, STS, we have no subdivisions, but we can look up. Let's just look up King 01. Okay, King 01. Why do you not want to look for me, buddy? Okay, anyway, moving on from that, because that doesn't want to work. We can look up Mike Green, search. See, there we go. So we can see 2 records, 2 licenses, 1 civilian. We can click into him. We can see this is mugshot, picture, whatever you want to call it. License. We can see he has 2 licenses. This will be his driver's. This will be his weapons. You just want to make sure that we do not pass the expiration date on these. Of course, make sure that it's status and not suspended or expired. If we were to look up somebody with past jail time, we'll just look up another character of mine, Eugene
Warning,
Willis.
armed, violent, mentally ill, warrant.
So Eugene Willis has been flagged with armed, violent, and mentally ill, and he also has a warrant out for his arrest. We can see that down here. He has 1 arrest record, 2 licenses, 1 vehicle registration, and 1 warrant. Excuse me. Jesus. So looking at his arrest record, we can click on it. We can see he's been charged with murder of an animal, animal abuse, mistreat of an animal, and killing or harming an endangered species. So that's what he's been charged with in the past. He has 2 licenses. They've both been rejected and suspended. This is hunting license, and this is his driver's license, also rejected and suspended. Moving on, to his vehicle registration. He has 1 vehicle. That's a Toyota RAV4. It's a red in color, 2018, and that is going to be his license plate, and that's his vehicle type. This is also rejected and suspended. It expires 6/03/2024, which is 6/10/2024. 6/10/2024. All of his information. And lastly, we can see his warrant. So he has a warrant for first-degree murder. It is currently active, and he's been flagged with armed, violent, mentally ill. We can click into it. We can see his first degree, which is Title Code 3.01A. He has no bail type, $10,000 fine per count. He has 600 jail seconds. It's a felony, and he has 4 counts, so that's $40,000 in fines. Right here, we'll see his narrative on what happened for him to get this bolo. This is to be in depth. If it has to be long, it has to be long, but it should be always in depth. So here we'll see he was spotted via 24/7 cameras entering into the 24/7. Eugene proceeded to steal both firearms, repeatedly screaming at the clerk. After 5 minutes of arguing back and forth, Eugene lost it. Eugene pulled his illegal firearm out and shot the clerk. Bystanders started running, and Eugene shot more. In total, 4 lives were lost, and Eugene went through 22 rounds of 9x19 ammo. The status is active. The date in which it was issued, which would be 3 days ago, the observing officer, and the supervisor. Supervisors will have access to the supervisor panel, where we don't have any currently, but any citations, bolos, warrants, and arrest records will go here for supervisor approval. Incident reports will not. So moving on to incident reports, this is for an incident report. Anything that, for example, a maybe a caller saying people are being loud or somebody's blasting music, that would be an incident report. If a child got hurt on a playground, that would be an incident report. You just fill all of this out, description of what happened, date reported, district area, incident location, time, complaints against, and nature of the complaint, city, state, zip, address, employer, phone, let's say employer's phone, personal phone, age, gender, race, date of birth, zip code, state, city, address, name. This is for the person that is making the report. So moving on from there, we have new record. We can fill out a bolo, warrant, arrest record, or a citation. Filling this out, we can fill in all the civilian information. So if we were to, we can close out of that. We can go to lookup. We can type in Mike Green, pull up his civilian information, and all we will do is copy this over to here. Down here, we'll see his charge. So we'll just say internet fraud, which is 2.01B. It's a cash bail, $2,500 fine, Class A, 155 seconds, and 1 count. You'd put in your name, your badge number, and you'd click Add Record. A supervisor will come in and they will approve this. Moving on from there, it's all the same with your bolo, warrant, and citation. Right here in my files, you'll see things that you have approved, things that you have not approved, things that you have filled out and that have been approved. So I filled out the animal abuse and I filled out the warrant. So that covers majority of the CAD system. This does not cover the radio, which is just 6.25 for central RTO while in game. This is our CAD system. Please utilize it to your best of abilities. Please be respectful and understanding about everything. Some things are not set completely perfect, and please be mindful of that. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or you'd like to make a report on something with this CAD system, please go to the main Discord and submit a ticket. And please submit screenshots of something that you have an issue with. That way we know exactly what you're talking about, as this CAD system is rather large. Questions, comments can also be in that ticket. So thank you, and I'll see you all in the future.